Welcome to the MSDW podcast. I'm Jason Gumpert, editor at MS Dynamics World. On this episode, we are talking about a new event for Microsoft partners that's coming up in January. Partner Vibe 2026 is running in person from January 28th to 30th on South Padre Island in Texas. MSDW is a media partner of the event. It's in a unique location, and my guest, PartnerIn co-founder Molly Fuschel, tells us all about it. We discuss how and why the PartnerIn team developed the event, what attendees can expect on site, more about the agenda, and about how MSDW will be covering the event. We discuss how and why the PartnerIn team developed the event, what attendees can expect on the ground at the conference, more about the agenda, and more about what MSDW will be doing there. All right. Well, Molly, thanks so much for joining me today on the podcast. Can you maybe introduce yourself to any of our listeners who don't know you?
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, it's always wonderful to be part of anything MSDW. So Jason, thank you so much for having me on today. My name is Molly Fuschel. I am the co-owner with my fellow friend and owner, Liz Hallen of PartnerIn. And PartnerIn's mission is when innovation meets education and ideas drive results. So excited to be here and tell you what we have going on.
Yeah, well, it's great to have you here, and it's great to learn a little bit more about the new organization, the new goals, the new plans. Why don't we talk a little bit about the event that's coming up, the Vibe 2026 event, so our listeners can learn a little bit more about it coming up in not too long in January. Can you maybe start us off? How do you explain the plans and the event to other people?
Absolutely. Well, I will take 2 steps back real quick and just explain how we came to Vibe, how Vibe came to be, I guess. So PartnerIn is really focused on peer-to-peer partner education for all Microsoft partners in the ecosystem. So this expands across our security-focused partners, Azure-focused partners, BizApps-focused partners, Copilot AI data, everybody, like I said, across the stack. So super excited to start PartnerIn. And we thought the best way to really kick our new organization off would be to host a conference. And I know there are many amazing conferences already in our ecosystem. And Jason, you are fortunate to visit as many as you can, which is so wonderful for the community. And I know everyone always appreciates when you're there. My co-founder and I just thought, gosh, the first thing we need to do is bring these partners together. One thing that differentiates our conference, called Partner Vibe, or Vibe for short, is that we are trying to really create a space and place for partners, again, to meet each other that don't normally work together. So Liz and I come from specifically the BizApps community space, and we've seen how our partners really thrive in a community setting. And we really wanted to bring that in a bigger way to partners across, again, different products that they serve. And like Microsoft, I think we're seeing a lot of blending happening with those different products. And so our job really was, and what our goal is with Partner Vibe, is to bring those partners together cross-channelly and then make sure that they are making new connections and learning from one another. So Partner Vibe, mainly, again, peer-to-peer led content, and the content specifically across all different products again. And you'll see more of that 200 to 400 level content, mainly 300 level sessions. Partners, again, they are really in the know on what they need to know because they need to be teaching it and be educated for their customers. So the content and the educational component of Partner Vibe is really to have that next level of learning for our partners so they get a lot of knowledge to take home with them. And then the second goal is, again, just networking, just getting to build new relationships in this space. So very excited. And lastly, I'll say the dates. Those are always important. This conference is coming up January 28th through the 30th, and it'll be again in South Padre Island, Texas.
All right, excellent. Yeah, and I want to get a little more feedback and recommendations on South Padre Island. It's not a part of the U.S. that I know well. I'm looking forward to, and I should say I'm going to be there. We'll be kind of covering the event. As you were talking there, though, I just wanted to mention that, sort of that partner strategy and partner connection that goes across sort of the product line at Microsoft is such an interesting one, such an interesting topic because it's so challenging, but also so important, right? And when I think of
Yes.
my January 2026 plans, I'll be at two events that are both sort of taking that, have something in common in that way. First one, I think, is going to be the NRF Big Show, which is a retail focused event. So it's industry specific, but within the industry, that kind of same theme arises, which is like, businesses in that industry they don't just need business applications. They don't just need productivity or they don't just need cloud architecture. They need full solutions, and partners sort of have to figure out how to deliver that. And that's an interesting
Yes.
theme always at that event. I've been to it a few times in past years. And it's always great in that way. And I think it sounds like the Partner Vibe event will bring a lot of those same issues to bear. I mean, I think it sounds like attendees will be there ready to talk about how they tackle opportunities for themselves, but also how they tackle their customers' challenges more holistically.
Yes, exactly. We're very excited about that.
All right, great. Well, tell me about South Padre Island. How did you come to choose that as a location? And can you say anything more about the specific event space?
So we picked South Padre Island actually because I had been on a family vacation there a few years ago about the same time of year, and it was just very relaxed. It's not an overly populated destination yet. It's a little bit of a jaunt to get to, as again, Jason lovingly is going to find out. We've got a couple of airplane changes, and it's a little bit of a drive to the actual island, but we're super excited. When people are there and they're settled in, just like most conferences, I think people will really enjoy it. And we're going to be at the Courtyard by Marriott, right on the island as well. If you're staying with us at the Courtyard, all of the meeting spaces right there. We're right off the beach. It's really, really nice that way. And it's kind of just going to be us, I think. We're taking up a majority of the hotel. And so it'll be a reunion for a lot of people, and also a chance for us to kind of build our new partner community. So looking forward to it.
I imagine also, if other sort of past experiences are any guide, that partners, when they're free from their client obligations, they have a much different experience at a conference. And I think that this will provide that kind of opportunity.
Yes, that's what we're definitely striving for and trying to build for. This is an opportunity. It's a very different vibe, pun intended. When you're not hosting your customers or trying to potentially find new customers or working a booth. So it's a very different energy. And again, I think it also, one thing that we're really trying to build is just everybody come with their authentic, true self, come be vulnerable, share your customer successes, share what you've learned with customers. This is all the environment to do it. It's kind of, we like to think of it as a partner community safe space. Not that we don't love, of course, the customer works, but that's how we learn, right? We learn the best from other people's experiences sometimes. So we're really trying to foster that environment for our partners.
Yeah. Do you hope that people come away from it with new partnerships, with new contacts who they potentially will be working with in the future?
I do believe, just based on where Microsoft is coming, that that's what we're kind of setting up for. Yes, I think you just never know when you meet people and start building relationships with new partners. You never know how you're going to collaborate in the future together, especially as Microsoft changes things pretty rapidly. So it never hurts to have some new connections. And it's been amazing in our time working in community to see how many partners in particular have started banding together to make their products and services more successful, as just again as a joint effort. So hoping to really help build that for them as well.
When you and Liz were sort of planning this event out, how much of Microsoft's guidance sort of fed into your own planning and visioning for this event?
Question. It was definitely a component, but we also, our mission really is around partners learning from partners. We're so blessed because we have some wonderful guidance from folks at Microsoft, and we always try to keep our ears open because we are not experts by any means on, on everything that Microsoft's doing, but we really try to ask a lot of questions. We try to really learn as much as we can. And then how can we bring that back to the partners to best support them? So we actually have had some people from Microsoft giving us some guidance, but then also just kind of learning where people's struggles are. It's more the after, I don't want to call it the aftershock, but just kind of those rippling effects of, for instance, the frontier wave or the frontier partner wave that we're all kind of getting curious about and learning about. I think there's a lot of questions around that and how to perfect your business to align with that new project and new program and so forth. So that's one topic, for example, that I think will be very hot and heavy at Partner Vibe.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think people are really wondering what are other people, meaning partners, are wondering what are other partners, what are my competitors, what are my peers doing to try to meet Microsoft's expectations and also run my business the way I want to.
Exactly.
With the event coming up, I think the sessions have all been selected, right? Are there any that you would call out here that you are particularly looking forward to?
Yes, there are. My gosh, okay, I'll try to go fast. There are a lot of great sessions. So one thing I'll just say in a generalized sense is we are going to be a more intimate group. And so we thought roundtables in particular would be fantastic. Again, we want people to come and use this opportunity together to have some deep discussion. So we've got different types of roundtables based on just different types of AI strategy, building sustainable growth in your business. We have, again, the Frontier Partner Program and just how to be the best with the AI movement when it comes to the Frontier Partner. So a lot of good roundtable discussions and some still getting added to the agenda, which we're excited about. And then we have sessions that are about building credibility and expertise within your business, go-to-market growth. We've got things that'll cover the MSPs, ISVs, SIs, VARs. So it's really, again, it's a lot of different things. And then obviously we've got the different actual product sessions. So Azure BizApps, data and AI, modern work, security. We have all of that embedded into the agenda. It's pretty full. So it'll be really good. And again, the sessions, the educational sessions in particular, separate from the roundtable discussions, the educational sessions are meant to be more of the 300 level on average.
All right. Well, certainly a lot of opportunities to learn and network. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I try to get to as many events as I sort of reasonably can in a year, and I'm glad to be kicking off the year with a couple of good ones, including Partner Vibe 2026. So Molly, thank you so much for telling us a little bit about it. I think I'll probably be doing some podcasting while I'm there, hopefully, if everything works out well, and maybe checking back in with you, obviously seeing you while we're there. So yeah, thanks for taking a couple minutes here to tell us about it. Anything you want to leave us with?
Yes, well, I'm going to give a shout out to Jason and Adam. Their podcast, this podcast in particular, is in my regular library. So I always enjoy the information that you have to share, Jason. So thanks for all you do for our community. And yeah, just hope to see everyone that's listening at Vibe. And Jason, excited to see you in just 4 short weeks.
That's right. It's coming up soon. Thanks again, Molly.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
This has been another episode of the MSDW podcast. My thanks once again to Molly for joining me. For more information on registering for Vibe 2026, travel, sponsorships, and more, we have some links in the show notes. And that's it for this episode. If you want to get in touch with me, you can contact me by email, jason@msdynamicsworld.com. For all of our updates, please follow us on LinkedIn. Until next time, this is MS Dynamics World, signing off.